Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to Revive the Witch. So, new month, it's May. Let's take a look at the supply section because we have a new addition to the Golden Petal shop, which is Amanami and Ujpia. So, first things first, friendly reminder to spend your white feathers on buying the Golden Petals every month. And then don't forget to redeem and stuff as well. But yeah, this is the only thing that you should be buying every month, as it will add up slowly over time for the Golden Petal shop to buy yourself some URs. Of course, the URs in the shop are not going to be exclusive or limited characters, but you know, it'll be between Dreamland Summon characters, and there's a lot of good ones, so maybe eventually they'll rotate to some strong contenders. For example, Amanami. So I've got a good impression of Amanami, and I've been using her on my other account, and she does really well. But a lot of people will say that she's been overshadowed by Eddine, which is, pretty true. But for the most part, people do use Amanami with Eddine together. But of course, as you've seen in my previous video regarding Path Not Taken, seeing Amanami and Eddine together was either non-existent or very rare because of Tonel. But that doesn't stop them from not working together. Amanami, Eddine plus a DPS mage will work well together, and you also get the same element stat boost to HP attack and defense. So Amanami is pretty good. Let me just get her skills up real quick. Alright, sorry for that quick cut. I had to open this up. So we're at the Revived Witch database again, and this time we're looking at Amanami. So we'll bring this up to level 5 skills and level 2 passive, as that's what is normally shown when it comes to banner characters. But yeah, so at level 5, her Radiant Wheel, the first skill, which costs 3 order to use, it generates 1 order energy and heals all allies for 430% of her attack. Also increases all allies' attack by 15% for 10 seconds. So it does a lot of things here. Generates 1 order energy, heals all allies, and then increases all allies' attack. So one big package, and because it generates 1 order energy back, the effective cost of her S1 is only 2 order after the first cast. Her second skill is a charge skill, which is very strong. It deals magic damage equal to 450% of her attack to all enemies, as well as increasing their magic damage taken by 30% for 10 seconds. So this is very nice, again supporting magic damage dealt by the other DPS by increasing the enemy's magic damage taken. And last but not least, you have Kalavin, which is her passive. And what it does is that it increases all allies' damage dealt by 20% for 5 seconds, can stack up to 40%. So the wording here is pretty straightforward, but it doesn't tell you how to get this passive buff. And all you have to do really is to use a skill. Whenever she uses a skill, it gives them this buff and can stack up to 40%, which is pretty simple, as by the time you hit 40%, if you recast it, it'll just refresh the time of 40%. But yeah, it does require you to use her S1 pretty often, but it does give you a lot of benefits, so you don't see why not. So let's say you do have Eddine, right? So we need to find out now if she is worth getting. So in my case, I am going to get her, right? Because I don't have Amanami in my team. So, I'm definitely going to get her because I did have the feathers. But let's say you have Eddine. Do you actually need Amanami? Well, technically you don't. And the main reason why people go for Amanami in the first place is because before you get Amanami because of her skills, but now people mainly use Amanami for some DPS, as in for some damage. Because if you take a look at her unique equipment, which is this one, Sky Roll, what it does when say Gaiha is in effect, which is her second skill, the charge skill. Whenever the charge skill activates, it deals magic damage equal to 1.1% of the target's current HP, and this procs actually multiple times, right? Within a few seconds. Let's say 3 times every 2 seconds, right? Whenever the charge skill activates, it procs like 3 times and stuff. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, right, with the low percentage, but when you see this in actual battle, the damage that she deals is actually very, very high, and this only scales when it comes to harder content where the bosses have very high HP. And so that's why you mainly get Amanami nowadays to utilize that unique equipment. But outside of that, you'll be fine with just Eddine. Keep in mind that Eddine does not heal, but she does provide a lot of buffs and debuffs to the enemies, which increases your overall DPS. So overall, is Amanami worth getting? I would say yes. Amanami would be worth getting. If you have Eddine or you're low on feathers, then I wouldn't get her. So let's say you have 100 feathers. I would actually say maybe skip. If you're at around 150 feathers, then, you know, I would say go for it, because by the time the month resets, you should technically have enough for the next one, just in case it's also good. But yeah, hopefully this gives you guys a better understanding of Amanami. I think she's really good, and the team comp that I'm going to be using her in would be, let's just scrap this. Would be Eddine, followed by Mage. In my case, I'll use Maya, and then last but not least would be Amanami. Now the reason for this is because Amanami heals, and so does Maya, but not as much. And then Eddine provides a lot of support. So as you can see, this team is pretty effective in my opinion. And then you can also add in 3 more mages on top to get the buff from 10% all the way to 15%. And as you can see, you'll have a pretty tanky composition. But yeah, that's all I've got time for. If you guys got any more questions regarding Amanami, do let me know down in the comments below. If you're still unsure, here's my TLDR. If you've got a lot of golden petals, maybe around 170 or 170 or more, then feel free to get Amanami, as you'll be safe for the next month in case they have a good character. If you're lower than that, but you do have Eddine, then feel free to skip for now, just in case. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.